You were asked to do some kind of advice column on relationship issues. How did that turn out?
I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, I think anybody who's familiar with my music knows that I'm probably not one to ask for advice when it comes to relationships. But it turned out pretty good, I thought, you know. A lot of the questions that they sent me were pretty ridiculous, and so I was pretty limited with what I could pick from. I didn't really want to do any ridiculous questions. I wanted to kind of be straightforward and honest with how I felt about a lot of this stuff. But I couldn't help trying to be funny, too, because I love being funny.
And do you ever ask Slug for advice on relationships?
Sure. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Twat no.
I think that's why we get along, because we have so different ideas on that, and is taste in women. It's totally two different things. So, yeah, I think I'm good. I'd probably ask advice on, like, how do I make oatmeal or something, but no.
So how does your taste in women differ?
I like you.
And you don't?
He likes him.
Well, of course, like, you're going to ask me that? And I do like him, actually. He reminds me of this one girl I had.
Had?
Yeah, in Germany. Anyway, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
These are just jokes. We
just being dumb. This is what we're supposed to do.
We get nervous in front of the camera.
You are going to edit the shit out of this, right? It's going to be like 2 seconds.
Well...
I get pretty nervous in front of cameras, and I start making up shit about baby squirrels and cunnilingus and things of that nature, so I apologize in advance for anything stupid that might come out of my mouth. I need a haircut.
I understand that your record will come with a children's story as well. Why is that?
Because I felt like the record might not be the easiest story to interpret, and so I wanted some liner notes that could kind of go along with this record to help interpret it. And I even wrote a song on the record that is the first song that kind of acts like cliff notes to help describe what the record's about. And still, I was worried that it might be hard to interpret. And in the past, I've had songs that people misinterpreted, and it can be bothersome sometimes when people get really excited about a song, but they're getting excited about it for the wrong reasons, you know? And so I thought that maybe I would write a children's book, which is real simplified, you know, like most children's books are, that tells not the exact story, but an interpretation of the story, as if I was telling the story of this album to a child, you know? And it came together really well. I have a friend who is an illustrator, and we worked on it together and came up with a book that parallels the album. So it's not like the same characters, but they both reach the same conclusion, resolution.
But I mean, most artists don't want to explain their records. If you ask them, they just say, "Oh, it's up to the listener to decide what it's about." But you want it to be understood? It's
still up to the listener to decide, but in the past I've had songs where people have misinterpreted it so wrong that they end up, you know, I want to learn how to communicate well, and I feel like rap and music and art in general is a language that some people can speak and some people can understand, but not everybody can. But everybody wants to, and I want to learn how to make it so that, you know, anybody that does want to understand what we're trying to give them can, you know. It's like, I think it's very self-entitlement, pretentious for an artist to be like, I'm not going to tell you what this painting means, you figure it out on your own. It's like, man, if you want to be mysterious, you know, just wear lipstick. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, you know, this is a language, you know, but maybe that's just me, you know, but I'm getting older and I don't need to be mysterious. I don't need you to think I'm cool. I don't need you to think that I'm pushing the envelope. I need you to understand what I'm trying to communicate. To me, that's a lot more important. And it probably comes with age. It probably comes with the fact that my son now is 13 and he understands everything I say and every move I make. So I want to make sure that I don't mislead him with my art, you know.